The old villagers spoke of Saki San in hushed tones, a malevolent spirit, they said, haunting the whispering woods. Her cottage, a shifting mirage, appeared only to lost travelers seeking shelter, luring them to a gruesome fate. Legend claimed Saki San was eternally young, her beauty a siren's call, masking a heart filled with darkness. Many had ventured in, seeking refuge from storms or the night, but none had returned to tell the tale. The forest itself seemed to whisper her name, a symphony of rustling leaves and creaking branches. It was a place where shadows danced menacingly, and the air hung heavy with dread. Even the bravest souls avoided the whispering woods, fearing the wrath of Saki San and the curse of her disappearing cottage. Hashira Senku, a young woodcutter, found himself lost in the dreaded whispering woods. The storm, unexpected and fierce, had swept in with the setting sun, blanketing the forest in a sheet of torrential rain. Lightning split the sky, momentarily illuminating the dense foliage, casting grotesque shadows that danced around Senku like mocking demons. He shivered, his thin clothes soaked through, offering little resistance against the biting wind. Panic gnawed at the edges of his mind. He knew the stories, the chilling legends whispered around flickering fires. He knew he shouldn't be here. Not now. Not with the storm raging like a vengeful spirit. Just as despair threatened to consume him, he saw it. A faint light, warm and inviting, flickered through the trees. A cottage, small and quaint, with smoke curling invitingly from its chimney. Hope surged through him, momentarily eclipsing his fear. He stumbled towards the light, his heart pounding a frantic rhythm against his ribs. A young woman opened the door, her features obscured by the shadows. "You look like you need shelter from the storm, traveler," she said, her voice a melodic whisper. She stepped aside, ushering him into the warmth of the cottage. He saw then her face, delicate and beautiful, framed by long dark hair. Her eyes, large and inviting, held a hint of sadness that tugged at his heart. Her name, she told him, was Saori. Saori, a vision of warmth and kindness, fed him a hearty stew, the aroma filling the small cottage with a comforting fragrance. The fire crackled merrily in the hearth, casting dancing shadows on the walls. For a moment, Senku forgot his fear, lulled into a false sense of security by the idyllic scene. Later, as he lay on the futon Saori had provided, sleep eluded him. The storm raged outside, but a different kind of storm brewed within him, a growing unease. A sound, soft at first, then growing louder, drew him from his thoughts. He peeked through a gap in the shoji screen. There, in the flickering candlelight, stood Saori, or rather the creature that wore her skin. Her back was to him, but he saw the glint of a long, sharp knife in her hand, and he saw her face, no longer young and beautiful, but ancient and grotesque, twisted into a mask of pure malice. He remembered then the legends, the whispers. He had been a fool to think he could escape the fate that awaited all who dared to enter Saki-san's domain.